Evening, ladies.
Watch out!
I felt very strongly about this from the genesis of me kind of coming onto it, that it felt like Marvel stepping out of the studio and into the real world, and that interested me. Even from the choice of director from Chloe, it felt like that. It also, as anyone can tell from looking at it, felt like a very different group of superheroes from the ones we're used to seeing, and some big strides being made. And I came on quite late. I looked at that cast list and I thought I'd quite like to be part of that.
It's interesting you mentioned Marvel stepping into the real world, because some of your scenes are filmed in Camden. And what I love is that it doesn't feel like Chloe, the director, has tried to scrub up Camden. It looks grungy, which is what Camden's like. What was it like filming in Camden at night? Was it quite difficult? Was it fun?
Yeah, you say Camden's scrubby. I always want Camden to be more scrubby than it is. I feel like Camden's been too cleaned up nowadays. They need to go back to real Camden. But you're right. She shot it like I see Camden now. I have a real affinity with that place. You know, it's where I went to drama school just up the road. We used to go out there all the time. Like, it felt, you know, they said to me, this Marvel movie films all around the globe. It films in, you know, it goes to space. But you're shooting in Camden. And like, far from that disappointing me, I actually thought, that's lovely, actually. I'm playing a human in Camden in a Marvel movie. That's quite cool.
Camden's obviously like synonymous with UK music, going from the Britpop era right through to Amy Winehouse. Do you have any particular kind of special gig memories of seeing music in Camden?
Yeah, I think I saw, who did I see? I think I saw Block Party or someone way back, which was great. I mean, I saw tons of bands, you know, and I remember the days of going out and seeing Amy Winehouse in Camden. And I always felt with Camden that there was something about the spirit of the place that kind of died when she died, you know, and I feel like it needs to regain that, maybe. Yeah, I felt I was going out in Camden at a really interesting time when I was a bit younger than now.
I think that's such an interesting point to make, because she kind of put Camden at the epicenter of pop culture, not just in the UK, but really in the world. It felt like that was the place to be, and it was because of her.
Yeah, it did. What was the pub that we used to go to there that she always frequented?
Hawley Arms.
The Hawley Arms. Used to go to the Hawley Arms Barfly all the time. I love it.
Obviously, we're introduced to Dane Whitman in the film as the partner of Gemma Chan's character Cersei. How would you describe his role in this film, and what would you like to see from him if there is an Eternals 2?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm a smaller role in this film, and he really is sort of representative of humanity. And what I liked about him, when we first started talking about the character and I talked to Chloe, I was like, it's really important to me that he's got a lighter touch. I've played a lot of quite intense characters. I quite like him to be a bit to have a bit of humor, to be quite cool. And I think the thing I really liked in him was that he finds out his girlfriend is however many thousands of years old. Some dude flies out of the sky shooting lasers out of his eyes. It looks a lot like Richard Madden. Nick's his girlfriend. And like, he's cool about it. You know, I thought he's not threatened by her and her powers. He's a man as a man should be. And I like that about Dane. And I really responded to that in his character. And I think he sets the movie off in the right path as far as who humans are in this.
He kind of feels like the way we'd all want to react if we found out that our partner was a 7,000-year-old Eternal. He just kind of seems to take it in his stride. Yeah,
exactly. He reacts a lot better than I would.
And finally, what do you hope people take away from this film? Because it's a real epic watch.
There's lots I think people will take away from it. It's got great scope and scale, and it's got so many wonderful things. But I think, we were just in Rome, and there was we showed the film to some younger Italian kids, and one of them was a deaf child, and we took questions afterwards. And I was with Angelina, and like he said, why have you got a deaf superhero in it? And he was really emotional about it. And I think that really moved me. It was like, oh, you've been watching films your whole young life where you read the subtitles and suddenly someone's talking to you, and they're talking to you in your language out of in a Marvel superhero costume. That's really important and really powerful. And I think Marvel is to be applauded for that. And I think it's the right direction.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thanks, Nick.